Hey everyone, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever, whenever you're tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. James Dow back here with another knife video. We're going to be checking out it's a head shop little knife I got, spring assisted, Tanto style. I was looking at that brand right there, Essie. If anyone can leave in the comments what that stands for, what brand, I would love to know. Couldn't find it. I like to research knives a little bit after I buy them or whatever before I post videos, and when I get them, I like to learn about them a bit. Couldn't find anything for the life of me on that. The head shop, I kind of like the way this style looked. The black, the silver, just popped to me. It's got a finger flipper on the back, pretty stiff, won't lie to you. It's got a tip down carry when you put it in the pocket clip right there. Unique kind of thing. Usually don't see a head shop, gas station, whatever, cheaper knives. Sometimes they'll have a lanyard hole, loop, sometimes not. Most of the time for me, when I get them, I see that they don't have them, so it's surprising when I see them with a loop, a lanyard loop. Spring assisted. It's non-automatic, no button to push. You press on the back of the finger flipper. The spring will catch, kick it out, help you. I got this knife in the beginning of March. I wanted to do kind of a 2-week challenge. It was about $16 knife, $16, $17 out the door. Just wanted to see how a cheaper knife would do. 2 weeks of abuse. I haven't sharpened it. It's just been dragged against stuff, cutting, into the ground, ways you shouldn't be cutting with a knife. Well, not caring it for the knife, you know what I mean? Kind of just abusing it, putting it through its paces. It's got a bit of blade wiggle. Not much though, could be tightened up. I haven't tightened it, I haven't sharpened it. We'll talk about the metal it is. 440 stainless steel China. I like my metals and all that, but I'm not like a knife super metal connoisseur snob person. 440 works for me, and I do like the Magna Cut. I like the S30, blade steels out there. But I'm not, never knock someone for having that 440. I got this in mind. Use it for a while, see if I tighten it up, take that wiggle back out, see how sharp it stays. Just been cutting kind of vinyl pull liners with it, cardboard boxes, so have you, some roots here and there sticking out, cutting into the dirt a little bit with it. It's doing fine. Especially for the price I paid. I haven't had don't want to do that with this knife. Nah, it comes out, does whatever I want it to do, and yeah, it's done it fine. I've been enjoying it. The length on this thing, we'll take it to the old ruler right over here, but I'm gonna have to zoom ourselves out here, but we're looking at a 3.5-inch blade. I'll even turn it back around this way. About 3.5 inch, slightly under. We're looking at, let's see how big we got right here. About 4.5 inch closed. And I mean, it's got good action, Also, like I always say, when you see a spring assisted knife, will it, kind of pull itself apart? I always ask that to myself when I see a knife in the store and I try it. Is it got too much spring that it's going to start wiggling itself real loose, real quick within sometimes that day, if it's not, tightened, whatever, poor quality, sometimes I'll wiggle loose in the day. Maybe, this one I've had it for 2 weeks. Like I said, I haven't tightened it or nothing. And we got a bit of play there. Wouldn't want to go on ages, opening it and all that and using it, without tightening her up. But, for $16, you can't really complain. Here, I'll zoom this out right here so we can see it on the roller fully exposed. And the entire opened length, we're getting at about, flip her around, we're on the centimeters there. Coming in about, about 8 inches right there. So, it's not an oversized blade. It's not too big. You got good real estate on the handle. It's got kind of some indents on it on this handle, if you will. It's aluminum. Well, I wouldn't say aluminum. Steel. aluminum, cheaper Chinese metal for $16. You know, they say it's stainless steel, but to what quality, right? You know, pretty, you know, it's held together, and it's pretty surprising to me that's lasted for what I've dropped it here and there, you know, just been beating on it, kind of. Not batoning or nothing, you know, just doing pocket knife stuff with it. A little bit of prying, a little bit of whatever, and it's staying together, surprisingly enough. So for it being as cheap as it is, a little lanyard hole. There's no jimping on the back of the blade, so you don't really got a good purchase up there to put your finger in nothing. You do have the finger flipper, kind of, you know, will protect your finger a little bit, and you can take your finger if you need, get it right there if you need a real precise cut, kind of, you know, with it. But other than that, you know, pretty simple, pretty cheap, pretty fair knife. On that note, I appreciate everyone tuning in, checking out this video, and I'll catch y'all next time.